It's Bill Race again. Sorry about that, friends. We're back on now, and I'm hopeful that we're on all of our platforms. So if you wanted on the comments, you could let me know where you are, which platform you are actually watching on, whether it be the News Channel 9 Facebook page, my Facebook page, YouTube, um, X, or wherever it might be. Not even sure X has it, do they? Anyway, so let me give you an update here since I've been away here for just a few minutes. Let's see how we're doing. This is where we have found ourselves with showers and storms that were pretty strong. They've been breaking up a little bit, not quite the strength of them, and that line extends all the way from Tellico Plains to now near Turtletown, and then down to Dalton and Chatsworth. Chatsworth still just not quite there, not to you just yet. Also, southern Catoosa County, southern Whitfield County, and then also what we're watching are some showers and storms back to the west across Alabama. But again, no warnings, but some heavy rain. I'm sure you're hearing some thunder with that. And so that is kind of where we're at. Really nothing real, unusual here. The good news is it seems like that the yellow areas, if you watch towards the end, are kind of, it's kind of shrinking a little bit. And so that would be great news if we're seeing that weakening some. So I'm going to kind of give you the, as I call it, the default scene here. So you can kind of pick out your town. I haven't seen any comments just yet. But I see we have 120 people that are joining and a growing audience. Thank you for that. Hoping that things haven't been too stressful for you tonight. We're certainly not here to scare anyone, okay? And that is just not our point. It's to be alert and be aware, but not scared, necessarily. And that certainly isn't what I want to project here. I'm just here to keep you updated, let you know where the storms are so you can make the plans, the best that you know how. And, usually the family has a plan in these kind of situations. Hello, Alexis and Terry and Darlene. Athens is finally had the rain move out. It was very heavy for a while, wasn't it? And now that is getting a break. But there could be some more. You see these areas of showers and storms to the southwest in Jackson, DeKalb County, and now moving into Dade County. And so that is continuing a northeast movement, but it does seem to be there is some weakening to that. Now, I'm not saying it's just completely falling apart or anything, because it isn't. But, the point is, if we haven't seen a warning from it yet, our chances are pretty good that we may go through this without any warnings. So here's again just how things are moving along. And again, nothing real extreme at this point. Things have kind of quieted a little bit. And so that's great news. Somerville. That's first of all, I think that the chances of warnings at this point are kind of small. Down in Chattooga County, let's see. Let me zero in on that for you. And what we're seeing right now are showers and storms that are going mainly just eyeballing it, may miss you to the north. It's going to be really close. But if you do catch it, it's just going to be for a short time. Yeah, I was just noticing that rain had gotten into Dade County and Trenton. Tammy says is raining and some lightning, pouring rain. You will see some more rain in Cleveland, I think, over the next hour or so, in the next hour. Hello, Jill and Nancy. Thanks for joining me tonight. Hopefully that we're not giving you too much of a start, too much of a scare. That's not what we're here for. We're here to just inform. This is a good platform for us to be able to do it. Hold on just a second. I was just noticing in the background on our TVs, you might be able to see it. David Glenn is on News Channel 9 right now, and he is updating the weather. So he'll be on there for just a little bit for this forecast, but he'll be having some updates before the newscast is over as well, if you want to catch that. Calhoun, Calhoun, Georgia, Calhoun, Tennessee. I'll give you both. Calhoun, Georgia is going to likely see some showers down there in Gordon County, but it looks like a lot of that might miss them to the south until later. See, we still have this line of storms that may actually come into and earlier, by the way, I had the question. What was the question that was given to me? Oh, Somerville. Even though this one area that's coming close to us now may miss you, there's still another line back to the west, or it's just a continuous line that might be able to make it to Somerville a little later on. Sorry about that. I should have looked a little farther to the west before saying that. Let's see. Decatur, Tennessee. Well, Decatur had their share of some pretty strong winds. How has your weather been in Decatur? I mean, what it looked to me on radar, it looked like you had some heavy rain and some lightning that was pretty dangerous looking, numerous lightning strikes. And let's see how we're doing up there now. Things have improved quite a bit. Here's Decatur. And the rain has moved out. But, we still got this going on here that's moving to the northeast. That could catch you. We'll just have to wait and see how that moves. Harrison's in a break, but not for too much longer. Looks like we'll get some rain and maybe a few thunderstorms still going on in not the too far distant future here. And so there you have, that line of showers of storms. That's this line right here. Let me just point this out. Well, not with that. And let's see, where am I looking? Hang on with me, guys. Here we go. So, it's like a line kind of like right through here. And, that includes two different sets of showers and storms that continue to move to the east and northeast. So if you get a little closer in, that was a little too close. You can see what I'm talking about there. But the area that kind of still, gives me pause and wants me to continue to remind you that this area here in Alabama that's moved into Georgia now and will move into Tennessee, already has in Franklin County. That could give you some pretty heavy rain as well. So that's kind of where that goes. Let's see what else we got here. Amber says had a heavy rain indicator, wind, and so much lightning with 2 O's. I know it is. It looked that way to me. I was concerned about that because lightning can be a real troublemaker. Betty, some of the notifications may have been, we may have had a little trouble with. Not so much. I'm not even sure if it's us or who, but I know we had some issue with the Facebook pages for a short time. I think we're good now, but that could have been one of the reasons why maybe you didn't get the notification as well as you might have another time. Yeah, I think that there's a good we got a good chance that they'll stay below severe limits, but you know what? That can change just at any moment if a storm, does strengthen. And in these cases, that certainly is not out of the question. But overall, just as I watch this, I'm seeing in some areas some decrease in intensity, like in Tennessee, and then some increase in intensity there for a while there in Alabama. Still a pretty intense storm south of Huntsville and about to go into DeKalb County. So that's the kind of storm that you can kind of settle down a little bit, and then those storms come out of the southwest and strengthen, and then you have a problem. And we don't want you to lose your focus here, and I don't want to lose my focus. Jay, I don't think that we're going to just go through the night with it over with and that's it. I'm thinking probably the strongest storms are going to be happening between now, in the next couple of hours, moving from southwest to northeast. And then behind that are some showers that will likely keep us in some rainfall. These out here, at times scattered into tomorrow morning. Please stand by with me for a moment here. We're very casual, but serious. David is just about done with his newscast. And I would imagine he would be coming back onto the stream here 40, 45 after, something along those lines. But you know what? If he wants to take a break, he's well deserved. Light rain in Cleveland. Yeah, you're just seeing some very light rain in those areas right now. But that will be changing some as this area out of the southwest comes across. I don't really have anything that specific to show you as far as any one storm or anything necessarily. But I can take you into some of these. Polk County pretty heavy thunderstorm there as it crosses into Polk County and is a little southwest of Turtletown right now. Murphy, you have been mostly without, but you'll still see some of these showers and storms. They're holding together a little bit, but they're not going to be, I don't think, as strong as what they were earlier. And then you have a pretty concentrated area of rain now and a few thunderstorms crossing into Georgia from Alabama, and the Alabama's Jackson and DeKalb counties that we cover. Certainly, especially the northern part of DeKalb County, in a pretty large area of rain and a few thunderstorms, but again, nothing severe. Hello, Brandy. Just talking about Murphy. Oh, yeah, I remember now what I wanted to check. Because I made an error. It looks like we're okay. Feel free to like the video, the live video. Feel free to like that. That helps. We were talking about notifications earlier and the way Facebook works and the way that the social media platforms work. When certain things get likes, get comments, get attention, the notifications tend to expand, and more people may get notified because of that. And so we can bring them in as well. So any likes you can throw our way is certainly not just for our sake, but we want to continue to build that network so that people know where to go to if they need some advice. Dalton will get that second round of storms, although how much strength they'll have left is in some question. Aha! Destiny is finally hearing some loud rain and also some heavy and loud rain has finally started in Chatsworth. Yeah, we've kind of been waiting on that, haven't we? Thank you, Destiny. Polk County will likely get, after this one, they're going to getting one right now, and we'll probably get another. Again, whether or not it's a warned kind of thing, I'm not completely convinced of. I don't think the chances of warnings are decreasing as we go. I'm so confused by some things. Okay, sorry about that. I was just making sure everything was working properly. Thank you, Scott. I've kind of cut off part of the screen, part of our viewing area here. So let me get just centered back up here. So that is the overview, friends. Earlier tonight, we had a line of storms that came through the western sections of the viewing area along the plateau, and then even through a good part of the valley. And they had some very heavy rain, those cells, and also considerable thunder and lightning. That, fortunately, has kind of uh, come to an end at this point as far as the very strong storms. Now, I'm not saying that, when you hear thunder outside and it's raining, moderately to heavy, uh, that can certainly seem like, a pretty bad storm. But I'm just talking about severe criteria. But as it turned out, we never really reached that. I'm continuing to watch this as I talk to you. I was interested in this latest look here because they folks had been saying in Dade County that they were starting to receive some heavy rain, and they are. And so that is a pretty strong cell right there. That's one of the stronger ones I've seen here in the last 30 minutes or so. So I'm talking about this right here because I can see some of the lightning with that too that is showing up. Let's see if we can get an idea of where that is exactly. And let's see. Kind of lost my place there for a second. Now I'm back. So that is between kind of triangulated from Masseyville to Cloverdale to Rising Fawn. In the middle of those towns is where that and it actually did pass through parts of Rising Fawn and Cloverdale, a couple of storms over the last 30 minutes or so. And now that is moving eastward and maybe a little southeastward too. So we'll back off of this again. Not, just a whole lot of storminess. That what I just showed you there in Dade County is about the strongest cell I've seen here recently. The rest is light to moderate rain with some thunder. I'm still thinking about, well, it's not necessary. Just kind of get you a section here is what I'm trying to say of where that strong storm is in Dade County compared to like Ringgold and Chattanooga and South Pittsburgh. And so, it seems like, and that storm has to hold together. I mean, it's pretty strong right now, but the way things have been going, they've been weakening a bit as they get eastward. So we just kind of continue to track that. Mm-hmm. Just want to say again, good evening to you, or good night, but not good night, but just hope you are in a peaceful setting. It isn't so peaceful out everywhere, that's for sure, as far as the weather's concerned. But I like sharing the time with you. And hopefully we can be of some assistance to you as we have some of these showers and storms. Seems like we've had an awful lot of showers and storms during the nighttime hours, which isn't always best for everyone's schedule. But I'm just kind of, watching with you here, kind of spending the time to just kind of decipher whether or not we, are going to see smart. Now, this one storm here, I'm going to stop the loop. We'll get in a little closer. That has some pretty heavy rain, and that was still that same one, but there's quite a bit of lightning with that. And we're just going to stick on here just for a second. Let me see what else we might be able to see as far as any. And so if you look here to the west, see all these lightning bolts here. And it's just updated and taking it over Masseyville. So those of you in Masseyville are seeing some of the heaviest rain here. There's Old State Road. Looks like I'm thinking that's 157. But that cell definitely has one of the stronger indicators over Masseyville right now in Dade County. If you ever wonder if it's okay that you converse with others in the chat, of course it is. Just so you know. All right, so that certainly is something we want to continue to track. And we'll start up the loop again. You know what? One thing that was asked earlier, and I kind of was in the middle of some of the stronger storms, but was asked whether we could look at future track. And so I thought this would be a good time for that. This is our rapid refresh model. And so here is midnight, not looking too different than what we're seeing right now. So I think we got good data. Now this is 1 a.m. And you see how the storms and showers kind of decrease in intensity and kind of come off the map a little bit as we go into the early morning hours. That would be great news. And then it gets dry even before daybreak. Still a couple showers, though, and then we get into perhaps Wednesday afternoon where we could see some scattered showers and thunderstorms again. So it's not just going to be, ending in the morning, it doesn't appear. My initial thoughts over the weekend were we were going to have these Tuesday and Wednesday morning, and then that would be it. But as happens, timing doesn't always follow my path. So there is more of our shower and storms. I know David Glenn, he's done with his newscast. Now he may be coming this way in a little bit and want to take you through the next little while here. Of course, he's been talking for a long time tonight. And so we do have the showers and storms continuing. lightning and thundering in Rossville, Georgia again, and that is true. There, that particular area that is going through Dade County and Walker County now, and is close to uh, Catoosa County, you are going to hear some thunder and have some more, perhaps some heavy rain with that. So again, just want to tell you that nothing.
3 seconds.
Once again, we have showers and storms that have been passing through, and it took a little more time to get through McMinn County because it kind of wrapped around them. But that has passed. It has passed Cleveland. Of course, it has been away from Cleveland for a little while now. And also, we have been seeing the emergence of a few strong storms down in Dade County now going into Walker County with some stronger showers and storms. It isn't a classic severe weather case necessarily. As it turns out, this has been more of a more general showers and storms, some very gusty winds though at times that I'm sure probably reach 40 miles per hour in some places. That is just my estimate, but I think that's why we were seeing for a while there quite a few special weather statements. The winds weren't quite to severe limits. So again, we've been pretty fortunate, really. Hopefully, there hasn't been any wind damage or anything like that, because you can get, enough of a wind to cause some damage with these storms, and that was especially earlier. Not so much here recently in the last, couple of hours or so. And Rock Spring, it looks like they've been getting some thunder there here recently. April says Chickamauga, Georgia. We'll be seeing showers and storms come through again. At this point, nothing severe is indicated. I'm just kind of watching with you. Well, Erica, it does look like there may be at least some isolated or scattered storms tomorrow, reemerging in the afternoon. So some of those can always get a little strong before this whole system moves on off. And then we should see a break in this rainfall tomorrow night, Wednesday night into Thursday. Cody, it has been very active weather. Mm-hmm. So, friends, again, nothing very strong or severe at this point. I wanted to check with David and see what his plan was and how he wanted to handle the rest of this stream. And so what I may do is just briefly end the stream and then check with David and see how he wants to handle that. Because if David's going to, he would probably want to start the stream over again. So let me check with him, and we'll return on the stream here before long. I'm kind of waiting just a little bit longer. There he is, right there. How's it going?
Good. I think we're down to just that Walker County.
Yeah.
That one down there is still, but
I was just kind of come back and see what you thought we should, what your best thoughts were.
Yeah, I put a post out on my Facebook page. You have no watches, no warnings, and severe threats winding down. I'm sure we've repeated that over and over.
Yeah,
and, still a little noisy, but for the most part, this trend will continue moving away. It'll be a little noisy at times, but I think that one of our Southern Walker is the strongest at the moment. But with that said, it's below severe levels. But around Lafayette, get ready for some fire, lightning fireworks, some downpours, at least for a brief while. But that's really about it.
Yeah,
for the most part. So much better than it was a few hours ago.
Yes, it was.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it started out pretty intense.
Yeah.
And we did have some heavy rains, going on up McMinn County here in the last hour and a half. But McMinn, Meigs, got a lot of comments about that. But things have quieted down, at least in some places. But there's still, this across Walker County, like you were saying, and across North Georgia, perhaps even crossing into Tennessee counties, is something that this area here. But this, just as soon as it starts looking like it's moving northeast, it's decreasing and moving east.
And moving east.
So
they're a lot stronger south of DeKalb County, but those are trending more southeast away from us. So the atmosphere's kind of spent. So not quite as
did you want
to much energy out there.
I was just, if you want to continue with the stream,
I think we're good right now.
All right.
It's up to you if
well, I was just
minutes longer, but
I was going to
for the most part we're kind of winding down the severe threat.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we'll end the stream for now, and then we'll kind of keep an eye on that, of course, and come back if need be. But I think that would be okay. And meantime, believe me, we're not completely done with showers necessarily. It looked like, David, I was just looking at Future Track, and it looked like tomorrow still a chance for some thunder showers.
Yeah, it'll be some showers, some thunder, although it's amazing the severe threat's really low. So you
know,
this is the general thunder shower, the ones we're used to.
yeah, the kind that
severe ones. So hardly a severe risk, but lightning could be the main issue. Not an all-day thing, but if you're working outside, just be aware of that chance. When that thunder roars, head indoors.
Absolutely.
Same thing tonight. It'll still be a little noisy for a little
while.
But
it will.
Not severe threat's kind of on the very low end right now.
Okay. Well, we'll end the stream for right now, and then, of course, we always keep an eye on it here as we go into any time we even have any bit of rain on the radar. So I thank you for joining us here this evening. We'll keep a close eye on it for you, and have a great rest of the night.